Hi and welcome back to the Move Me Kitchen. I'm Natasha and I'm super excited to share with you our favourite recipe tonight, baked chips. This is a real joy to make and to eat, and Luca and I have always had a bit of a vice with chips. Many years ago that was our favourite thing to eat, and even though we knew a lot about health, we found it really hard to resist them. So we'd be out and we'd eat the fried chips, and just that layer of fat was really hard to get rid of around the stomach. So when we came to this lifestyle and we learned that potatoes are a huge part of this diet, we were so happy that we could still have chips. And the difference tonight is we're going to bake the chips instead of frying them, and they're homemade, so we're in control of the seasonings, which means we don't have to use salt. So this is a salt-free, oil-free recipe for baked chips, and it's just delicious. So I want to show you there's some variety in the potatoes as well. We're going to use 3 types of potatoes. This huge white sweet potato, 2 yellow sweet potatoes, and just your regular white potatoes, and we've got Dutch cream as the variety tonight. These are all the Dutch creams. Another quick tip, if you do cut your white potatoes first and pop them in your pot, if you leave them for too long they start to oxidize, they get a bit sort of yellow and yucky, so you can fill them up with water and just let that sit with water, and that will stop them oxidizing. So that's a little tip there. The potatoes are ready, and you can basically see that the fork is just going to poke through. They're just a little soft, and they've been on for say 10 minutes, so that's all you need. You don't want them to be too mushy. Okay, just about 10 minutes and the fork just to start poking through. So as you can see, we've just laid the spuds out like this on a tray, and the sweet potatoes did get a lot softer than the Dutch cream, so I think what would be an even better idea is to put the Dutch creams on first, and then after a few minutes put the sweet potato in on top, but wait a few minutes, because we had the Dutch cream down the bottom and the sweet potato up the top, all in at the same time. Not too bad, we have done this before, but they're just a little bit soft, so they're breaking off a little bit. So that's another way to do it. Also wanted to mention, we use this baking paper. It's this brand here, and we use this because it's body and better for the environment. So most health food stores will stock this brand of baking paper. So now we just put the tray in the oven. So first tray has been taken out of the oven, and you can see once they get to this stage, we're just going to flip them so that they're nice and crisp on both sides.
So they sort of just start to bubble a little bit, don't they?
Just a little bit.
Just before they turn brown.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to eat the brown stuff, that's acrylamide, which is a carcinogen.
Exactly. And then they're a little hot, so you might want to use your tongs, and you're just going to quickly flip them over. As for the seasoning, this is super yummy. We're going to take a lemon and just squeeze it on. And you want to do this on the second side, because if you do it on the first side, when you go to flip them, you'll lose the seasoning. So, lemon first, then some of the organic herbs and spices. This is a 24 mix, and give it a generous coating. These smell so good. Finally, we're going to add some paprika. So I'll just dry my fingers. And this is, to be honest, easiest done just by sprinkling with your fingers. Don't try and do it with a spoon or be neat, because it's just impossible. And if you want your chips to be a little spicier, you can also put some cayenne on, but we've got the sweet chili dipping sauce coming up. We're going to show you how to make that soon. So that's for our spice. So this is just a different technique. You don't have to put anything on your chips, by the way. If you just want plain potato, then that's also fine, but this is a little recipe that we've really been enjoying. So there you go, that's what they look like, and now we're going to put them back in the oven. That smells so good. I really wish you could start smelling some food through these videos. So we're going to pop them back in, and they'll be done in another, I don't know, 10 minutes, do you think? Yeah, about 10 minutes.
So the sweet chili dipping sauce recipe to go with our baked potato chips. We have the ingredients here: some chili, some coconut sugar, water, lemon juice, and the green tops of some spring onions. So chili going in, coconut sugar going in.
How much sugar was that?
That was 1/4 cup, and that was obviously the one chili. That's 1/4 cup of water, and now we're just going to put this on a very, very low heat. This one here. Okay, and we're going to stir this continuously until the coconut sugar is all dissolved into the water. And you want to ensure that it's on a low heat, otherwise the coconut sugar will burn and will leave a very bitter taste. So I'm making a smaller quantity of dipping sauce tonight. If you wanted to make more, you can simply just increase the quantity of coconut sugar and water, and you just want to make sure the ratio remains 1:1. So I'm going to put about 1/8 cup of lemon for this quantity of dipping sauce, and of course you just add as much or as little as you want for taste. It's up to you. So the sugar is all dissolved, so I'm going to reduce the heat now, and I'm going to, at this point, add some lemon juice. Okay, while I chop up the spring onion, which gets added at the end. So the last thing we add is the spring onion. Now I'm going to pop the lid on, turn it off, and just take it off the heat.
And this is the final product. This is so delicious. They're all coated with the beautiful seasoning. No salt needed. They are so flavoursome. And we're going to have some cucumber sticks and some lettuce. And here's the sweet chili dipping sauce for your spice. Really great. So about 6 years ago, our idea of a healthy meal that involved salads and chips would be, we would buy the frozen chips of McCain's, I think it was, that was the brand, and they were beer battered. We'd put them in the oven, and we would make a salad with lots of oil and feta cheese. And that was our idea of having a healthy chips and salad type meal. So you can see how far we've come today. This is just oil-free, salt-free. You know, the old style, we'd have a film of just, I don't know what that was on our mouths, this film of yuck, and be thirsty all night and just feel sick in the stomach, and it was just disgusting basically. So this will not leave a film in your mouth, this will not leave you feeling heavy, this will leave you feeling satisfied and just yum. Potatoes for dinner, chips for dinner. So I love this meal. I love it so much. I'm going to have one. Really, really good. Please try this out, especially if you love chips and potatoes. You will love it. If you've enjoyed this video, give it the thumbs up, post any comments or questions down below. Please subscribe to our channel, and also check out our website, movemeyoga.com.au. You can also subscribe to the website for updates, and I'm talking with a lot of potato in my mouth. Thank you for watching. Great having you joining us, and try out the chips. See you next time.